combating rising gun violence in New York City. The NYPD says that they've made 160 gun arrests, the most in a single week in 25 years. Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. Despite the reported efforts to get guns off the street, there were several more shootings over the last 24 hours.
A nurse was hit by a stray bullet in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Also, last night, a couple out caught in the crossfire. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor live now in Bed-Stuy, where there was another shooting just this afternoon. Alice?
Maurice and Christine, we were in the area to report on one shooting and received an alert about shots fired nearby. We're here on Marcy Avenue and Martin Luther King Jr. Place. You can see police have the street taped off. They seem to be focusing their investigation by that wine and liquor store and that deli. If we move over to the right, you can see they also have areas taped off here at Marcy houses and officers positioned outside. Right now, they say it doesn't appear that anybody was struck by any bullets fired here, but the investigation is ongoing. An NYPD chopper circles overhead Wednesday afternoon after more gunfire in Brooklyn. A bullet hole pierces a storefront window on Marcy Avenue. Just last night nearby on Marcy Avenue, police say around 10:30, a 42-year-old man was shot in the hand and a 46-year-old female was shot in the leg after a man started firing a gun at someone else. That person was also hit. The couple was out walking their dogs. This morning, just after 9 a.m. in Red Hook in the area of Bay and Clinton Streets,
I heard about like 4 or 5 shots.
Police sources say a 50-year-old woman who had just completed a motorcycle road test was walking back to her car when she heard shots and felt pain. The woman, a nurse at a hospital on Staten Island, sources say, was struck in the shoulder by a 9mm bullet fired from about a half a mile away. They say she was hit after 2 men fired at another man. All 3 took off. It's believed to be gang-related. In the 24-hour period yesterday, police say there were 7 shooting incidents and 12 victims. Shootings are up in New York City from last year, but the mayor and NYPD continue to point out the uptick in gun arrests, too, the most in a single week last week in 25 years.
Imagine that. 160 more arrests means a lot of guns off the streets and a lot of people who will be safer in neighborhoods all over this city.
The NYPD commissioner says with courts reopening, they should be able to do even more.
Once these grand juries really start ramping up, it's going to be a bad time to be a gang member in New York City, because we've had a lot of time to build cases. Do you want to fight crime in New York City? Answer that subpoena notice when you get asked to participate in a grand jury. I know it's not fun, but we need people involved.
Again, a report of shots fired a couple of hours ago here in Bed-Stuy, but police say it doesn't seem like anybody was struck by any of the bullets, just one of the storefront windows over there. But again, the investigation is ongoing. Live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.